There is my Singer 6212C, and I had recently bought this machine, um, well, for a special project I'm doing. I'm working on a project, and I wanted this machine. But also, for many years, like when I was working and both when I was single and then after I got married, I had a Singer 6012, and I used that up until my son was like 9 or 10. And then I kind of got confused, and I was looking for a rotary and a free arm, and this is the 6212, and I bought this when I kind of was trying to get nostalgic and buy an old 6012. But mistakes are somehow blessings, and now I have a free arm. Anyway, you see it out because I'm going to be using this machine. I have to kind of put the antiques away for a little while. And I'm just mentioning this because some people follow my videos for the antique machines. And I have a problem with my leg that I've talked about off and on through the past 3 years. And it turns out I might have to have what is called a stent put in an artery in my leg. And this really should have been diagnosed 3 years ago. And just a little mention to people, they did diagnose me with something, but they didn't do an ultrasound. And I don't know how serious it's going to end up being. I'm a little young to have this happen. It's an artery that is restricting. And what happens is my leg doesn't work if I walk too far or go too far or treadle too long. And so I have to kind of put the treadles aside for a little while, and I'm going to be using the 6212. But as far as, it's called peripheral artery disease or peripheral vascular disease. If you have pain in your legs after just walking a ways, or if you find exercise is suddenly difficult, just have it checked out. Now, I'm hoping I don't need the stent. It's not a big, huge operation, but it's, putting a stent in your leg. So I have to change my thinking about the machines, not only with the treadles. This machine weighs more than my brother. My brother only weighs 12 pounds. This is at least 25, maybe 30. It's a good, solid 80 Singer. And no matter what happens with my leg, I have to start thinking about, I may have to use a walker and a wheelchair, and I may not be able to carry the antique machines around like I have been doing. So I'm only 60, but sometimes these changes are for a reason. So anyone who's been following my antique machines, sorry, but this is kind of a life thing. I have to go to a lighter electric machine for a while so that I don't overuse my leg. Some of my machines are for sale, and they're in my Etsy shop simply because even if everything goes 100% wonderful with my leg, I have to move to a small apartment. So it's time to make a few changes, and I think I'm still debating on some of the machines, but I think this is the machine I'll be using for the most part in the future. Go to a doctor if you don't feel well.